Hello and welcome to this video on using the advanced filter with Excel VBA, and in this video we're going to look at how to use multiple criteria. So in the last video what I did was I set up my criteria here so that when I make a change it automatically calls the code, and this code applies the filter. So for example, when I say Tom, it automatically runs the advanced filter code. So let's have a quick look. This is the advanced filter code. It's very simple. We basically get the range of the data, we get the range of the criteria, and we pass it to function advanced filter, and we call or give it the parameter Excel filter in place. Now this is called from our worksheet change function, which is here in our worksheet. So in our worksheet change function, we're saying if the cells is more than one, exit the sub. If we don't have anything in the filter, just clear the filter, otherwise use the advanced filter. So run the code we just looked at. And the result is as you can see here. So if I said, for example, I wanted a salesperson called Anne, and I wanted all her sales that were greater than 5, then I would put it in the column beside. So in other words, I would put all the criteria here in the same row, and that means and. It means Anne is the salesperson and the quantity is greater than 5. Now we could also say and the sales is greater than 3,500. So you can see this is and on this one. Now if we wanted to say or, we wanted to say I want all the records where the salesperson is Anne or the salesperson is Tom, we can do it like this. We put it on a different row. So the different rows are basically saying or between them. So we could say, for example, if Anne, so any records where Anne is, where her quantity is greater than 5, and any record from Tom where the quantity is greater than 3. So this is basically saying, for Anne's row, it's saying, give me all the records where the salesperson is Anne and the quantity is greater than 5, or if the salesperson is Tom and the quantity is greater than 3. So that's how you use and or with the advanced filter. So for copying data or whatever, we can still use it exactly the same way. So let's clear our filter. Our filter here. And what I want to do is I just want to do a calculation of quantity and sales. And we're going to put it over here away from the data, but it's just to demonstrate how to use a formula. So we say equal product and the product of this. And then let's go the whole way down, and you can see that we have all the values. So that's all done. Now what we want to do is we want to get all the records where the total value is greater than 20,000. So we want the 3 records here. There's 30,000, there's 22,000 and 26,000. So how can we do it without adding another column to calculate? Now I've added it here, but it's just for demonstration. So what we do is we add another column to our criteria. We don't put a header, and we just put in our formula. We say if the product, so if the product of this, and it's greater than 20,000, then we want to return true. Otherwise, we want to return false. And that's how we have to do the formula for this. Now, when I press enter, you can see that it's filtered. It's filtered by that formula, because you can see the 3 records that we have there. They have the values of 22,000, 26,000 and 30,000. And again, how we did that was we basically run the formula on the first row, and it has to return true or false. So just as we could just as simply do less than 10,000. Let's try this one, and you can see that it brings all the ones back that are less than 10,000. So you see, this is quite a powerful thing that we can do, and we can also combine this with a salesperson. So we could say, let's say John in this case. So all the records where the sales are less than 10,000 and the salesperson is John. So you can see we can do a lot of powerful filtering using the advanced filter. Now something else that we can do with the advanced filter is we can just use wildcards like asterisks. So we can say anybody with the name starting with T, and that'll bring us back Tom. So let's change this record to Tim. I'll delete this, and then we'll do Tim, and you can see it brings back all the records that start with T. Doesn't matter what they have. Now we can also use a question mark, and a question mark a bit less common to use, but we can say basically any name that starts with T has a second letter of anything, and the final letter is M, and it brings back all these. Now let me just cut that for a minute so that you can see that it works. So we get rid of it, we do T and we do question mark M, and you can see that it filters like that. So this video, we basically showed you how to use multiple criteria with the advanced filter. Now if we're using code or we're just doing it in Excel, it's obviously the same because it's all based on the criteria on the worksheet. So I hope you liked this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below the video. Click on the subscribe button to get notified about any new videos that I release. I currently release about 1 to 2 videos every week. Okay, see you on the next video.